Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a hair tool review. We are going to be testing this Revlon one-step hair dryer and volumizer. This is new to me. I know it's been around for a minute and a lot of people have been obsessing over it. So I went on Instagram, I asked you guys, do you guys think I should try it out? What are your thoughts? A lot of you guys do like this product. Some of you guys were like, oh, it's not that great. And then some of you guys were like, girl, check it out so that I know if I need to get it or not. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and spend $50 some on Amazon and just check this baby out. First thing I like to do as soon as I hop out of the shower is use my leave-in conditioner. This one is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt. This is hydrating and ultra repair. I like to go for ultra repair types of leave-in conditioners and hydration just because, a little background on my hair if you don't know, but I did the most to my hair. When I went to hair school in 2015, I literally did every color you can think of from then until I want to say 2018. Oh wait, one more thing. I'm going to be taking this Frieda extra strength serum. This is basically to fight the frizz in my hair because my hair can get very frizzy. I don't use a lot of this. I use a little bit and then I make sure that I really warm it up in my hands and I just kind of take it in the midsection to the ends. If I take it too high up, it's gonna create this very oily looking top of the head. So I just kind of take it down here. So now I'm gonna be taking my wet brush. This is my paddle brush and I'm just going to be going in and really brushing everything out. So I'm gonna be taking the brush out of the packaging. Let's see how this baby's doing. And I'm actually happy to be testing this out first because I was really thinking about trying the Dyson one, which is like $500. I've actually been wanting to try something from Dyson for a while, but it's so expensive. And I'm like, girl, I don't even like to do my hair like that. So why should I even bother, you know? So, oh, this is actually bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be a little bit smaller. It feels very nice and sturdy, which I appreciate. And they do have different colors, so you're not just inclined to purchase this. I think they have like a blue one, but I like mainly black, and then I like this pink option. I'm actually really freaking excited because if this is as amazing as some of the reviews that I've seen, because I did watch reviews on this, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to actually just purchase it for myself and see how this was gonna do because I always like to find ways to minimize the time that I'm doing my hair, especially because it's naturally really wavy and sometimes I just want that straight finish so that I can either go ahead and curl it and not have frizz in there, but it's just too much for me. And as my hair starts to get longer, I just don't want to waste time, you know? So I am going to go ahead and plug this in, get this ready. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just section the hair. I always like to do half up, half down, just because it just works best with me. Then I'm able to just section it further and kind of see what happens from there. And I'm just gonna be taking my scrunchie. I'm gonna be going in with this Shea Hydration 44 Iron Guard. This is the heat protecting I use. One of the reasons why I love it so much is because it does help with frizz. So if you're somebody that has very frizzy hair and it takes a lot for you to straighten it or just blow dry it and really get that smooth effect, this is the one for you. Because my hair is so thick, this is very helpful, and I like to just load it up. Obviously, we're gonna turn it on. I have it on low and it's pretty loud actually. Okay. Okay, so first impressions, I definitely, some of you guys did tell me that your hair should be a little bit more on the drier side. I think some of you guys said 40 to 50% dry, just so that it can kind of give you more of that effect. I feel like with this, it's definitely giving me the effect. I had it on cool first and it was not really drying at all. But once I put it on high, it was drying. I think it also has to do with the fact that my hair is thick. So let's keep going and see what happens. mean, this looks really nice. Okay, so I think at first you guys saw that I was kind of just going like, choo, choo. But I think that as I kind of, you know, got the hang of it and I got a little bit comfortable with it, I was like, okay, wait, like this is like a brush, like any typical brush. I can go in, I can twirl it, and I can do all that fun little like detailed extra. She's trying to be fancy stuff. And that's when I got like this little flip right here, which is like salon style type of hair finish. I mentioned, I feel like it works better probably, like a lot of you guys suggested on Instagram. You let it kind of air dry a little bit, let it do its thing, or rough dry it with a blow dryer if you want, and then go in to get that smooth out effect. I feel like if you're trying to just blow dry and go from like super duper wet hair to this, you're gonna have a hard time with it. That's just my first impression right now. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to finish it off because there's still some edges up here that obviously I could get a little bit smoother, which you guys can see right here. And obviously I wanna get rid of that. I wanna get rid of as much frizz as possible from these little top parts because yeah, this all looks amazing, but I still want this to kind of be a little bit more nice. So you guys can see how because I was a little bit more, you know, stern with it and I moved it to the way that I wanted to move it and I wasn't scared of it, it definitely dried it pretty fast as opposed to this how I was like, oh, what am I doing? But I mean, for the most part, on the first go around with me really like manhandling it and doing what I wanted to do with it, it definitely dried pretty fast. Now, there are some little sections back here where you can still see that I could go back in and kind of do another go around. Now, like I mentioned, I do feel like a big part of how your hair is gonna turn out is always the products that you use beforehand. Obviously, if you go in straight from the shower and then start doing your hair with no products that really help your hair out, it may look really dull or may not even work. So you always wanna make sure you prep your hair, whether it's with a leave-in conditioner, whether it's with something for anti-frizz, or if you have very fine hair and it's very straight, you can use something for a little bit of added volume. And also don't forget your heat protectant because the last thing you want to do is for your hair to start to break and you be like, what the F, you know? But I mean, this baby is looking pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So let's keep going and let's cue the music. Okay, so if you're trying to be really professional, you can definitely like section the top part that I just let down in half and go from there. But if you're somebody that literally has 10 minutes max to be doing your hair or 15 minutes max, you don't have time to go ahead and like section it in fours, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start here. And obviously you can see the wave in here. And I'm going to just begin to cover this side and see how this takes us. I'm literally covered in hair, but let's do this. My hair feels really freaking smooth. Smoother than it's ever felt with a regular blow dryer when I'm like going to town with it, when I'm using my paddle brush. So last section, look at the difference. Okay, y'all. Get into this salon looking hair. Like it looks so freaking good. And the frizz is like non-existent. Like I mentioned again though, with the frizz, it's all about the products you used before. And then obviously the machine, tool, whatever will do the job to make it even of a better experience. So overall, I really am impressed with this. I could never on my own hair get this finish just with a blow dryer. And if I did, it would take me a long time because like I mentioned, I have a lot of hair. It's super thick, so I really have to go in there and like just maneuver it. The brush isn't as big and fat as this one is. I feel like because this is so big, it's able to really grasp and latch onto a lot of hair Hence, people like me that have a lot of hair need something like this. I definitely feel like I can see kind of the size that everybody was telling me about on Instagram when I asked about it. I see the concerns. I also see why people really love this because I think it's amazing. Just like my very first time using it, very first impression, I'm super impressed. I feel like the people that are going to be more so impressed with this are people that have wavy to curlier hair because they're so used to, obviously they're like, you know, thick wavy. So when we see super sleek like this and then we can do like a little bit of some volume on the ends and give it its life, we're like, yes. But I feel like for somebody that has more so straight hair, it may be like, oh, this is just like anything else. Like I'm used to this hairstyle. So I see that perspective. So I definitely do think that if you do have straighter hair, it may not be something like life-changing because you're already used to seeing your hair, you know, pretty straight. And the reason why this may target people that may have fine straight hair is because it does say volume on there. And like I mentioned, obviously if you want volume, whether you have thick hair, curly hair, wavy hair, straight hair, you also have to put in your work. So you don't just brush it, you're also gonna have to play with it, twist it, twirl it, and then it's gonna give you that really bouncy, like full effect. Also in the back, like I mentioned, some of you guys may have the time to really section your hair and do the most and really get every little piece of hair. Some of you guys may not have the time. Some of you guys may just want this quickly, may want to, you know, give it a nice round brush finish and go. But if you do have the extra time and you do want more volume, you can always go from the back and then, you know, take it upwards and then kind of give this part, the crown, a little bit more volume so that it kind of gives you that more full effect around the crown and the top of the head. This finish, like, definitely worth it for me. Also, obviously, using the products that you use to create that finish that you want. If you want it to be frizz-free, use frizz-free products. If you want it to have volume, use volume products. So I just feel like this is definitely worth it. I think it's awesome, and I was able to cover more ground. And I don't think I've ever gotten it this smoothed out just with a blow dryer. Typically, I have to go ahead and rough dry it with a blow dryer, then I stop for like 30 minutes because I get hot and sweaty. I go like eat or something, chill, go on Instagram, then I come back and I'm like, okay, now I need to prep myself because I'm gonna round brush it and trying to give it this effect. And then I do that and still not enough, so then I'm like, you know what, let me just go ahead and make it straight. So then I go in with the straightener, and then after that I'm like, oh, let me just go ahead and kind of give it some curl because this is not working out. So I never really get this finish unless I go get my hair done. But with this, I mean, I got that hair salon finish for $0 today, honey. So I will have this baby linked down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out. Oh, one more thing I want to say before I go is when you are blow drying your hair, make sure to keep your hand down here. If you go too high up, you could possibly feel some heat, some serious heat, or you could possibly burn yourself. So yeah, those are pretty much all my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for also all the people that commented on my Instagram story. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, what are you doing? Please go ahead and follow me. I'm always active on there, asking you guys for suggestions, giving you guys suggestions, all that fun jazz. You can talk to me on Instagram. I'm always there, Themexicanbeautyy. But thank you again to all those people that did respond to my poll and told me to try it out. For the people that told me why not to try it out, thank you as well, because that was very helpful. It all helped kind of guide me through this experience today, but I mean, I'm ready. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Jessica and I make beauty videos, so you guys can catch anything from reviews on makeup products to hair products, and anything in between that pretty much involves beauty and lifestyle. So please go ahead and subscribe down below. While you're at it, hit that notification bell because I would not want you guys to miss any of my videos for the world, because I always got you guys covered with the best of the best in the beauty industry. So do those two things. That being said, I love you guys so much. Stay safe, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys.